Hello there, Farinine here, and I am bringing you a basic tutorial on the Minecraft Project Cora / Bending plugin. My main purpose behind doing this showcase / tutorial is so that the people on my server, this server right here, feral.serverminer.com, will be able to better understand the basics so that you stop relying on me being on in order to be able to play the game. As you may already be aware if you have either seen the show or played on another bending server, the basis behind this plugin is the ability to control the elements of air, earth, water, and if I go ahead and turn on these three animations so you can actually see it, also fire. Now, one other thing you can do is be a cheat blocker, which is not an element so much as the ability to make other people not be able to use their elements. However, I will not be covering that for this tutorial. Alright, so the first and most basic command is /b space help, which will pull up a full list of commands that you can do. My list will probably be a lot longer than yours since I am the server owner. If you do /b space help and then an element, for this example we will be using air, it will give you a description of everything to do with that element. Now, this description is according to what the creators have decided. Through modifications of the configuration file, you can change a few things. So on my server, the elements are air is mobility and control over the battlefield. Earth is defense. Water is changing. In other words, you can use it to do anything, but not quite as well as any of the others. And fire is combat / damage. Once you have an idea of what element you like, then you could probably go straight to choosing. However, I like to first do /b space d and then the element to get a list of the moves that are available for that element, and thus an idea of what more can be done. Because at first, if you're like most other people on a server, damage sounds like the highest thing, so why not just go straight fire? Things to consider: first, fire is the most lag. Second, is that fire has the least utility abilities. So unlike earth or water, where you can move around or build stuff a lot, and unlike air, where you can manipulate your opponents, fire is almost pure, raw damage. Even the ability that I showed you a moment ago, fire shots, ignites people, and that's its strict purpose. However, the fact that you can control which way it moves by looking around can also be used quite well for decorative. Anyway, continuing, once you have decided on the element, you do /b space choose and then the name of the element. We'll still be using air for this example, so my other abilities will vanish. Now, that list of moves that was pulled up before shows you the name of each move you're capable of using. However, it doesn't tell you how to use them. But if you do /b space help and then the name of the move, for instance, air swipe, we will go ahead and use, it will type in your chat box only the instructions on how to use it. So for air swipe, to use, simply left click in a direction, an arc of air will flow from you towards that direction, blah blah blah. Now, that only tells you what the move does. As you'll notice, I still can't use it. If you want to be able to use a move, you have to type /b space b and then the name of the move. Still using air swipe. Now, what this stands for is /bending bind, which certain other plugins which use a /b command, my server only has one, will have a problem with. All of these commands can be used with the words instead of the letter, so /bending bind. However, there's no need to do that on most servers. Now, perhaps you don't want an ability anymore. I like air swipe, but you know what? Air blast for this example is just kind of boring. Now, what do you do to get rid of that? It's quite simple. /b space clear and then the number of the slot. So in this case, 6. If you wanted to clear all abilities, we'll just get a few more scattered in here. Then instead of doing a slot, you just type /B space clear, and it'll remove all of them. Now, the one last thing to note exceptionally in commands for you will be the /B space T or /bending space toggle. What this does is, even though I have the ability to use airbending, if I type that in, I now can no longer use the ability even though I'm on the slot doing the correct action. Now, one very dangerous thing about this is that it will negate all of your dormant abilities. So you'll notice I am currently running at normal speed, whereas if I turn it back on with the same command, I actually have a speed boost. And for earth, air, and chi blockers, that means that when you're way up here in the air, if you were to toggle it off, you would take fall damage from that. And, yeah, death. So anyway, those are the basic commands for the bending plugin. I will try and give a more intuitive tutorial for each of the elements, but I may or may not be able to provide that, as my computer is not the same one I used to have, and I'm not sure if it's because of the graphics card or what, but it is not nearly as fast. Running this will lag a bit. I'm actually only getting 17 frames, or yeah, FPS here. It says where I normally get 60, well, 30 to 60. But either way, this has been Faranine. This has been yet another tutorial / Outlook, whatever, on a plugin, this time instead of a mod. Enjoy, and please feel free to join me at feral.serverminer.com, right there. Alright, thank you, and goodbye.